Hey guys, welcome to episode 36 of the Mind Unleashed. As we always do, let's give a few shout outs to our supporters. The first one is going to be Lyft, the ride sharing app. Use our code TMUP for $5 off when you book your first ride with Lyft. If you don't live in the Orlando area, just use that link and it will definitely help you guys out with some extra discounts. So if you're not in the area, it will definitely help you out. Also, please check out Tweez Productions if you're trying to get a wedding cinematography done or small commercial or whatever. Tweez Production is offering a package for 20% off when you use our code OMI. Links will be down below in the description as they always are. Also check out CAS, Cinematic Aerial Services from Daniel Weisenberg. Daniel just got done doing a friend's wedding and it came out phenomenal. He does his own blog on Danny's Day Out. It's going to be on YouTube, so check some of his stuff out. Amazing photographer. Use our code OMI. He'll give you guys, I think 10% off when you book your next project with him. Headshots, videography, stuff like that, drone shooting. He is also offering, he's offering more, he's offering I think it's $175 per property, so if you have a home that needs to be inspected, and you don't want to get on the roof and stuff like that, you really want to get some good aerial shots to make sure, the house is doing well, the roof's doing well. Anything to get on the house on the market, he's offering $175 per property, so it's a pretty good deal. He's very budget friendly, so if you're trying to get a project done or a short film done, definitely check him out. That's going to be CAS, Cinematic Aerial Services. Links will be down below. Also check out Angie Connor. Angie Connor's been helping us out with our home. She's a great friend of ours, a real estate agent. We've had a couple setbacks, but Angie's been helping us out with getting everything in order to get that all done. Also, please check out Strawman Law. Strawman Law hooked us up with our trademark, if you guys have seen. We're now going to be registered with the US PTO, so definitely check out Strawman Law. Let him know I sent you, and he'll definitely guide you guys on getting a trademark or any kind of copyright stuff like that. Alright guys, let's begin. Anyway guys, welcome to episode 36. It has been a while. How the fuck are you? I'm sorry, it's been a while. Not much has been going on in life. It has, but nothing enticing, nothing crazy. What have I been doing? Well, let's get into it. So what I've been doing is getting my body on track. That's the first thing I need to get in order. I've not been in the well zone, and that doesn't mean mentally or physically. Well, it does mean that, but the last one I did was about the, depression and stuff like that, but I've been good. It's been getting my body into shape, my mind into shape. Yoga, weight training, stuff like that, what I've been up to, so pretty much getting myself in order. It's been a few weeks with that, and the Fringe Festival's come up, and things have just gotten nuts, so it's been getting my body in order, doing workouts and stuff like that. I'm getting back on the P90 thing, which I would want to discuss. Stuff like that. So a few months ago, I've been decided, I need to get my ass back in shape. And the reason why for that was, been working a lot, steady hours at my day job. We're working with the 3D printing stuff and just getting everything balanced out. Now I know for a lot of friends out there that have been doing this kind of stuff, they deal with it and they're like, man, I want to get into shape, I want to look good, I want to feel good for my job, I want to survive, And what I kind of do is I've been working out since I was 13, so I've already had the muscle builders and all that kind of shit. I already know how to do all that and cone and trim and stuff like that. But when I got to down to it again, I was like, man, I'm running stairs harder again. It's not really, I'm breathing heavier and stuff like that. And my goal, using the Apple Watch to track my goals and stuff like that helps a lot. And I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit more because it's been freaking nuts. I'm not eating like I should, and I was like, it's hard, and all I can say is people have excuses, including my fucking self. I literally sit there and go, I can't do the workout today. Excuse me. I don't know, it's 3 o'clock, I just had a cup of coffee. Let's actually do that, so I don't yawn on you guys' ears. And for those listening. Anyway, so I kind of got back into it again. I was like, okay, we need to really start getting the body back in order and getting myself back in order. First thing I did is I kind of got back into the P90 lifestyle. P90X, for those who don't know, is a workout system. I've been using it for a while. I do like what Tony Horton does. I haven't checked out the newer versions of it. I ended up getting it a couple years back, and it's still tried and true. I have my workout balls, my my dumbbells, stuff like that. And everybody goes, dude, I don't have enough time to do it. I have friends that are now seeing the results a little by little. Taking about a week off from the P90 lifestyle, just for work and stuff like that. But my goal, first and foremost, was, okay, you have an Alexa. Use it to your advantage. I'm like, all right, cool. We need to start doing that. We need to start getting back on schedule. I think I saw a video of Google Assistant, so I ended up putting that on my phone and seeing what that could really do. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's gonna work out well. So I ended up started using the Google Calendar, like Mike Pernesco told me to do, because Michael Pernesco have been now tracking each other through the Apple Watch. We now both motivate each other every day. It's like, hey, motherfucker, did you do your steps? Hey, did you do this? Hey, did you do that? Him and his husband go out to the gym every night. He just got back into town, back in California, I believe, for his day job that he works at. And he's just been like, yeah, man, it's been surprisingly the trip went well, but for the business. But all in all, I miss working out. I was like, wow, that's fucking strange to hear you say that, because it's rare to hear you say, hey man, I really want to get back to the gym. He's like, no, I just love I was like, I quoted down the bottom. I said, it's probably the routine. You miss getting up and doing the routine and kind of having somebody motivate you with, you and David going to the gym and stuff like that. That's first and foremost. I think, people, we go to the fucking gym, we don't want to do that. We kind of want people to look at us and make sure our muscles are getting bigger and stuff like that. I'm kind of a loner in the gym. And that's not to be scared. So if you guys don't like working out with somebody else, I like working out with people, but my thing is I like having my rep. Like, if I got a pair of headphones in, leave me alone. I like to get my reps in a little bit and get in my zone, because it helps me to keep motivated. Excuse me, I had good sleep. I don't know why I'm yawning. I guess it's that 3 o'clock feeling. Wink, wink. 5-hour energy. I'm just kidding. I know, I think it's like, you want somebody to take a look at you. But I'm the kind of guy that likes to sit in the gym and kind of work out alone and have music on. If you want to join me, I'm more than welcome. But I hate the person that slaps you on the back. It's like, hey, it's like, keep in mind I was middle of a rep or whatever. But the Apple Watch has been helping me and Mike kind of motivate each other to get through it. Because it's like, for me, my first and foremost goal was to get my cardio back up, my body retoned, muscles retoned, because I'm picking up heavier things at work and stuff like that, and it's like, this is kind of hurting. Why is this hurting? And I'm realizing, lost a little bit of strength there and tone, stuff like that. So I take my dumbbells. Most people like working out in the gym because all the tools are there. I prefer a home gym. I think a lot of my friends, my buddy Victor Velez, he is now getting into powerlifting. He's been powerlifting for about a year and a half now. So we both talk through Instagram. So if you guys go on our Instagram page, you'll see, forget his user tag, but you'll see us chatting about workouts. There's nothing wrong with that. I love, that gym lifestyle. Always loved the lifestyle. I've always loved training, toning. It's just that goal. You feel, for me, having a high aggression and high anger and having anger management and stuff like that, I always felt like weightlifting was a way to go. It's a way to tone my body, especially for my disability, to better train myself, better train my balance and stuff like that. And it's always going to be part of my life, and I can never, it's my zen, it's my sanctuary. Some people have video games, and video games are my thing too, but the gym to me it's like you're creating a model from clay. You're building yourself up mentally, physically, and it's like, okay, today I'm going to go and do 5 reps. Well, and next week becomes 10 and 20, etc., etc. The gym to me is because of that. It's like I love going in there and just doing my own self, putting that thought in my head that, hey, I'm going to do something better for myself. And we chat all the time about weightlifting and stuff like that. And he's got new shoes and stuff like that. I think the other day he was deadlifting. I think it was 464 or 420, about the 450 range he was deadlifting, and he wants to get up to about 500 to 600 pounds, which he's looking pretty good, man. He's got some great legs, good thing, but he just goes in there to clean his mind out, and he just loves doing it. And he's like, man, I love this lifestyle. So we started shooting the shit about documentaries because I was on YouTube the other day, and I forget the guy that I watched from Iceland who actually started the sport of deadlifting, but it was on Facebook, and I was like, oh shit. So I sent it over to Victor, and I was like, man, this documentary is pretty fucking cool. He's like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. He's like, you didn't know about it? I was like, no, I wasn't really into powerlifting. And I never was. And I played sports and shit at school. I was never into powerlifting. I was more into started out with bodybuilding. Powerlifting wasn't my thing. It was bodybuilding and toning because of my disability. So all my trainers that I've had, my physical therapists, would train me to kind of A, clear my mind, and then B, to strength, tone, and condition my body for what was about to come in later years. I'm only 32. I'm working out with bodybuilders, guys twice, triple the size of bacon, me biceps gigantic. And if one thing I've always been told by a lot of them, was like, stay away from the steroids, kid. and that's not a fucking lie. I've been told by every bodybuilder, every weightlifter, stay the fuck away from the juice. Don't do it. You know, take your proteins, take your oils, you know, take your essentials, your multivitamins, your vitamins, stuff like that, but don't fucking go. And everybody's told me that down the line. And I met a few bodybuilders that it's fucked up. And I forgot, what the fuck's his name? He passed away about a few months ago. He's getting his wife. My buddy met him as he was going to the convention. Victor met him, and a few months before, and he was like, "Hey man, I met this guy, a huge bodybuilder, name of bodybuilding." But he even admitted, like in his documentaries, like he was like, "Yo, stay away from the fucking juice, man. It will fuck you up." And I'm only doing testosterone treatments because that's my lifestyle. That's the life I chose. He's like, but if I could tell anybody not do it, don't do it. And a few months later, his wife was giving him a haircut at home, I guess, and he collapsed over and was put in a coma and passed away. I keep forgetting his name. I draw a blank for some reason. But yeah, me and Victor were talking about that, and Victor's like, "Did you read the statement?" I was like, "Yeah, kind of fucked up." And Victor's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I just do my creatines and my proteins." But for me, it was like the same thing. I would always work out with these guys. Guys are the nicest dudes you ever meet, and everybody was always supportive of me going into the gym. They're like, "Hey man, what's your goal today? Like, do you have a goal? Is it leg day, back day, you know?" And it was always either is it tone day, is it your balance day, you're gonna test your balance today, or what are you doing? So I would always work on the beam, stuff like that, for my legs, tone my legs a little bit. I don't have the biggest legs in the world, I never will. It's just the way that my condition does to me. But my goal was always to go to the leg press, and I would go to the leg press and bench, stuff like that. Because I figured, what the fuck, I might as well, you know, get toned and built. And my highest weight ever was only 190 pounds. I played lacrosse, and that was the highest I could get up to. I could never go any higher than that. I was eating, I want to say at the time, throughout high school, I was eating like 4,200 calories a day, 3,200 calories. My body was just burning. Metabolism was so fucking high. And it has not stopped. I am 32. And I've talked to so many dietitians. They're like, you just burn a lot of calories. And the Apple Watch 2 tracks that too. And my doctor even goes, well, it's, you know, he's like, I don't see you. Cause right now I'm at $125, $128, which is fine. My doctor said that's perfectly fine. My dietitian said the same thing. That's perfectly fine. My goal is about 150. If I could stay about 150 to 135 to 140, I'm happy with that. But my goal now is to tell people, you know, friends that want to get into shape now, and later on in life, and the bodybuilders I work out with now, still, my one friend had just had stem cells injected into his hip, and Mark Matthews is his name. So if you want to look him up, he is a pretty famous dude over in the Universal area. He's done Terminator for mega years. He did it for over 20 plus years. He's been a stunt actor, stunt performer. He ended up playing for New Orleans Saints back in the 70s. He was on the practice squad. He played for them for about a year until he had a knee injury, unfortunately, for the practice squad, and ended up getting pushed out of football. His cousin is Clay Matthews of the Green Bay Packers. So really, really chill dude. Hope he's doing well, Mark. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna give you a text, call, see how you're doing. But you know, all these guys I've worked out with, you know, it's, you know, always telling me, it's like, dude, you gotta start getting out of your lifestyle of, okay, I want to be you see a guy with huge biceps, and you're like, oh my god, I want to be like that. And the thing is, no, you need to think what your body needs. You know, your body needs to be toned. It needs to be, for your age, you need to feel comfortable and happy and healthy, and that's a thing. And people kind of get that into their mind, like, okay, well, I see a guy with fucking 24-inch python, like a whole call with 24-inch pythons, blah, blah, blah. It's like, that's him, that's his lifestyle. What do you want? You know, you gotta remember that's a fucking lifestyle. When I worked with a lot of bodybuilders, powerlifters, they would all tell me that. You know, what are you coming in here for? You know, I'd go up to the huge gym, and everybody was like working, all these huge guys. A couple guys were assholes. A lot of guys were really fucking cool. A lot of people would train me, got me back together. And they didn't see me in the gym a few weeks. They were like, wondering what the hell was going on. But I'd go in and I'd work on my legs, and everybody was like, what are you coming in here for? Are you going in here to become like a bodybuilder? Do you want to come here to, you know, get some strength training? At the time, I went in for bodybuilding. I wanted to think, I liked the look of Arnold. Everybody was into fucking Arnold then. That was the biggest thing. Arnold Schwarzenegger with the huge muscles, the Mr. Olympia, you know, mega times, which I watched Pumping Iron a couple years ago, and I'm like, okay, I finally understood it, and, you know, Mark was also a bodybuilder too, so it was cool talking with Mark, and I was at work a lot. We talk about bodybuilding and stuff like that. And Mark, you know, Mark would always work out, you know, stuff like that, and get himself in shape, because when he got kicked out of football, unfortunately for his injury, he went into bodybuilding. And there was like a documentary, I think he posted like a while back, he was on the news, and he ended up doing bodybuilding, and he showed his routines and stuff like that. It was it's pretty cool to see what he was going through, to talk with him, because he related to me, and he was like, hey, you working out today? Like, are you gonna hit the gym? And it's pretty cool to talk to people who understand the lifestyle. He's like, most people don't understand the lifestyle. They don't, they want that big bulky body, but they don't understand what they need for them to consider themselves consistently. And I was telling my friend that the other day, who wants to get a six-pack back. He wants to have that beach body. He wants to have all that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, what are you doing it? What are you doing it for? Get it mentally. Make sure you're feeling mentally. You can get it mentally. I told Mike the same thing. Mike was the reason why Mike's working out is because he works now as he's in IT. So IT, they just sit on their butt in the computer and they work on like hard drives and stuff like that. And Mike was like, man, he's like, I love computers and shit like that. And we were both talking. And he goes, man, we were playing video games the other night, we were playing God of War. And he goes, all we fucking do is we go to eat during lunch because there's no cafeteria on site. We have to literally go to, these guys go out to like, Red Robins and shit like that. He goes, man, I put on fucking 80 pounds in like over a few months. I went, Jesus Christ. He goes, I don't want to feel like I felt like shit. I was, busy working on a computer program for the company and stuff like that, and I was feeling like shit. And he goes, the thing is, I wanted to feel better about myself, So him and David decided, fuck it, we'll go to the gym, because David's a dancer and he's in good shape. He has to know how to dance and learn routines and shit. For the parks, he dances for a couple of the floats there, and their dance routines are pretty strenuous. And he goes, David kind of told me we should, go to the gym and they go to 24-hour fitness. But a couple of our actors, that we work with too at Universal, work out there also. So Michael was telling me he spotted a couple of the actors that we knew. They had no idea who he was. They forget who he was. But he was like, yes, pardon me. So that we work with, was over there working out. It's pretty cool to see him. We were just shooting shit. But Mike and me kind of got back into, my point is, to work out for you. Don't worry about the bulgy muscle look, the tone look. Work out for you. Like me mentally, it was like, okay, I need to get back in shape for strength and conditioning. I've already had that big, bulky, muscular look. To me, it's a good look. It's nice to look healthy, but a lot of bodybuilders are not healthy. And I've seen a lot of competition. Used to go to a couple competitions to watch some of my friends bodybuild and go there. And it's pretty cool to see them, like what they do and how they eat and how they train and stuff like that. It's an expensive fucking lifestyle. That's why it's called bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is not cheap. So my problem was, even with my weight too, I was having problem with my nutrition. And I eat well. Eat pretty freaking good. Not vegan or anything like that. I love my meat. But I do my meats very seldomly. I do my chickens and my beef and my steaks, stuff like that. But I do like my salads. If I can go out and get a nice salad, make a nice salad, I will. For anybody who wants to kind of get their diet in check, I was having troubles with work too, because I would, work where we work with Universal. They don't, your lunches, if you're on a 6-hour shift, you get a 30-minute lunch. An 8-hour shift, you'll get a 45-minute lunch, which doesn't sound like a lot of times it's not. So usually you have to bring your lunch in with you. If it's a sandwich or something like that, you can have your lunch and just relax and breathe, get away from people for a little bit, and then you have to go back into your job, what you do there. So what I ended up doing about a month ago, so I ended up looking into like my old weight gainers. I was like, hey, you know what? I take a lot of protein powders and I didn't know how to bulk them up. So I kind of went online, went to YouTube a little bit, and I was like, okay, let me see if I can find out my old recipes. So I ended up going, you know what, let's do a weight gainer this time around, and let's mix it up. Let's add some stuff into the powder and stuff like that, which I have. And my shake that I'm going to share with you guys is pretty freaking yummy, and it gets me through my day. Like, so I work essentially like about 8 hours to 7 hours a day from Universal. You don't want to work any more there, trust me. You don't want to work a 10-hour day there. It's ugh. Anyway. But so what I do in the morning is I'll get up around 4, I'll do my workout, and then I'll do the shake that I make. So the shake is 2 scoops of weight gainer. It could be 3 or 4 scoops, but doing the math on how much these fucking bottles, and this is the weird, I love how they're like, okay, you get a bottle about yay big, and it's like 24 something, or it's like $36. Used to take muscle milk. I've been told to stay away from it from the BB. My friends who were big into the shit, they're like, oh my god, you need to go organic. I found organic powders, and I used to go to this one shop that was really good. These guys ran it. They were super awesome, super lovely. And I went in there and talked to them, and I said, hey man, I'm looking for new powders. What do you guys recommend? What are you guys taking? I started on the creatine diet. My brother I wanted to do a lot of creatine, but the problem with creatine, if you're those getting into the weightlifting or just want to get their body in order, you have to count on your loads. So you have to know when you're going to load. You got to preload for the morning or preload, you know, when you have dinner, to load at night. So your body's, you know, it's pretty much an all-natural steroid. Let's be honest. That's what creatine is. Creatine helps your muscles grow. It helps the veins open a little more. It helps give more definition to your muscles. You know, your water weight, stuff like that. Me, I've already done all that shit, so I'm not worried about any of the creatine stuff like that. My goal was to feel healthier, be more flexible again, because my knees kind of hurt a little bit, and I have arthritis in my right knee. For those who, what does all I know about pain? I've been diagnosed in 2010 with severe rheumatoid arthritis in my right knee. I had it scoped. The knee is not broken or anything, and it actually has too much cartilage in it, and he ended up trimming my bone down a little bit with the machine that they had. They had this huge microscopic machine that goes into your knee, and he took plenty of photos, and he goes, good news and bad news. I go, good news, he goes, knee doesn't need to be replaced, you're in good shape, you're not normal, but the bad news is, welcome to arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. And I'm like, shit. So what's that going to be? He's like, well, when it rains, you're going to feel it. I already feel it. So it's been raining here in Florida for the past 3 weeks. Heavy off and on. It's been fucking nuts. We can't wait for it to go away for a little bit. Today it didn't rain. It seems like it's pretty been dry today, but it's going to rain probably tomorrow. But it's coming. It's hurricane season. It's tropical storm season, so it's coming. But so I had to get used to that. But what I do my mornings, you know, so I'll have my P90X, which I like. I'm usually, everybody's like, didn't you work out without a program? I do like day back and stuff like that. But I like doing a system and kind of get my body in order, and the P90X system does work really effing well. It's easy to follow. It's easy to be like, okay, easy to push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, legs, you know, leg work, and then your yoga work, which I highly fucking recommend yoga. But anyway, so what I'll do for my shake is I'll do my workout in the morning around 4, and then what I'll do is I'll do 2 scoops of the weight gainer, and I believe it's 6-star. I forget what the exact name of it. I'll put it somewhere. I'll do. I think, like I said, I think the companies that do these freaking things, I think they fuck us over big time. You know, that's how they make their money. They want to just buy. So I got the smaller bottle. I think it was 2 pounds of powder. And I did the math, broke down the calories, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be, if I do like 3 scoops, you know, that only lasts me like, I think only lasts me like a week. So you do the math, that's like, fuck, that's like almost $40. You know, every week you gotta spend extra $40. Now, if you're on a freaking budget, or you're not getting that many hours at your job, or you're gotta get groceries or your card frame, you really need to learn. This is the one thing I had to learn when I started doing it, because I had to get like protein powders, and I was like 16, 17 when I really got into all the protein powders, the creatines, and the vitamins, and all that shit. That shit ain't cheap. So the bodybuilders understand that. That's why a lot of bodybuilders talk you out of it, because they want to bodybuild for like a living. They want to be models, stuff like that. Because I have 2 friends that are bodybuilder models, and man, they're fucking like. I used to work out with this guy, and like his fucking bill, even his bill, like it was like almost like $1,100 like every 2 weeks. Literally, this guy's like powders, his oatmeal, his everything, and I'm like, holy fuck, how are you surviving? But he would go to all these competitions and win money and stuff like that. So he would model too. He was a professional model, so he would kind of pay for all stuff. But just the fucking food budget, he had like how many eggs he'd eat and shit like that just to keep that physique. I had a lot of kids were like, I want those big Brooklyn arms. So know what you're gonna get into. If you're gonna become a fucking bodybuilder, if you're just gonna go and just stay in shape, you can still look good and feel good without having, you know, and have the definition that you're looking for. It's fucking expensive, man. But I mean, like even me, like I don't even do I used to do the protein thing a couple years ago, and I would do like a lot of fucking protein per day, which would make me feel like a little sick. But I was like, I wanted some protein because I wanted that extra bulky body. But I was like, now I don't even fucking want it. I've lived that lifestyle. So what I do is, like I said, 4 a.m. and I do the powders, and I'm fucking rambling. I said this like 5 times. But anyway, with the jars, you know, they're not that big. So the next jar that I ended up getting was about 4 pounds. I think that's going to last me longer. But I ended up doing the math on even the old powder. Same quality, same shit. Just different thing. That's 4 pounds. That's about $20, $24 with it from Amazon. It's kind of weird I don't go to GMC anymore, but GNC is a fucking rip-off. It really is, guys. I do 1 a day men's. So what I'll do with the powder, if you do 5 scoops, I think it's like over 1,056 calories. That's just the powder alone if it's like 5 scoops. And that could burn your wallet right there. If you do 5 scoops, I think it's only like 13 servings, something like that. And mine's been lasting me about a couple, two. I try to make the powder last as long as I can, so I don't have to keep buying a lot of it. And before I get low, I like to put an order. So I have it on an automatic Amazon thing, so I'll hit order and it will send it to me. And I try to keep that down to like a $20 budget every 2 weeks, which isn't too bad. So that's not bad. What I do is I also add in oatmeal. So right now my calorie intake with everything, the oatmeal, I do a cup of oatmeal inside my shake, 2 scoops of the weight gainer powder, and that turned out to be was it 380 calories just with the powder. With oatmeal it's another 170, 160 calories. I do 4 tablespoons of peanut butter. That's freaking cost effective, but I would recommend probably getting the cheaper brands from like your local store. And that's already at 4 tablespoons by itself. It's already about 560 calories by itself. Yeah. And then I'll do 2 scoops of ice cream. It could be low fat, whatever you like. I do 2 scoops of ice cream because just the sugars and stuff like that. Because I like a little bit more variety. And then I'll do like 2 tablespoons of honey in my shit. And I'll blend that shit together or put it in my shaker bottle and shake it up and drink it down. And that's actually seemed to be helping me for the last month now. I've been doing the shakes every morning with my, I'll shake that up and I'm good to go for the day. I'm not really hungry. I'm not starving. I have friends that are like putting down breakfast and they're like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, I'm so starving. They're hungry by lunch, and I'm like, by lunch, I'm burning calories, but I'm not overly hungry. I can have a snack. When I get home, I have my meal. I have my Ali size hunger, which is a burrito or a good tuna fish sandwich or some ramen. You know, I eat, like I said, pretty decent. I like my ramen with my side. I do a thing of ramen. I'll do just top ramen. And I'll do 2 boiled eggs, some hot sauce. I'll put some other stuff in it, and then I'll probably have some meat. I'll throw either some roast beef or something in that with that, and then it's a good bowl of ramen, and I'm pretty happy with that. But that's what I do for my my nightly. So I do eat like a monster, but the problem is my metabolism is too freaking high, and I burn. Let's see what I burned today. I'm pretty sure I burned. Let's check. Watch the update. I'm almost at the 300 calorie. I've only done 5,904 steps, but I'm almost at. Let's check it out. This is a boring podcast, and I'm boring you guys. I'm sorry. But like I said, this is about working out. So okay, I've already burned today, and this has been since I got up in the morning. I put the watch on around like 7 o'clock, so. Let's say a little bit. Let's say 100 calories over. So 1,226 calories already, and that's pretty my average. So I put in at least daily. Essentially, I'll try to burn. I'll try to burn at least 2,100 to 23 to 2,600. For some people like that, oh, that's nothing. Man, the other day I burned over like 3,400 calories, no problem. I sit on my ass, I burn calories. It's amazing. 1 hour I sat on my butt, and I burned over like 500 calories. Like that. I literally was like, check my watch, and I'm like, I was playing video games, and I'm like, god damn, I burned fucking 500 calories. Doing what? You know? But the shake in the morning, like I said, it's meant to crave my hunger, so I'm not like overly hungry. I honestly think it's better for those on a budget to do your own shakes than to buy Boost or the Nesquik crap that like it's automatically like got vitamins and minerals and shit in it, because you're taking a multivitamin anyway, a men's multi or a women's multi or whatever you may be taking. It's better to buy like a bottle of like one of the men's, like whatever one you like, taking one of those, doing your shake that I just told to do, and then you're good for the day. I mean, you don't have to you're spending under the amount. You've got like pills, you get your vitamins for like a whole 2 months. You just gotta reply those when they're ready to go, and you're fine. You're good to go. I mean, if you're hungry, you're hungry. It's gonna happen, you know. But that usually gets me through like my lunchtime, and then by like lunch or like by the time I clock out for the day at work, I come home, I eat good. If I have another workout plan, I do the workout. Me and Mike check our watches. We're both tattling back and forth like what each other's doing. They work out usually at night. I work out in the morning because it's the best time for me. But yeah, man, I've literally saw one of my friends the other day, and I was like, he wants to get back in shape, and he was like, "What do you do now? Like, what's your goal?" Like, he's like, you've been hitting the gym again. Like, what's going on? And I don't go to a gym. I actually have my own home. I have my own pull-up bar and my own dumbbells, and this is from like years of buying them, stuff like that. My own roller ball. So I prefer doing the P90X lifestyle. I think it's like I can get more results. Like, I just like to tone up and just feel good. So far, I've been loving it. I track my stats, check all my stuff. I use the ball. I use crunches when I go to bed. And that's the one thing people are like, "I want a six-pack." Well, secret to the six-pack is to plank, to do some yoga there, but also the biggest thing that I do when I'm like lazy, before I go to bed, I'll lay in bed and I'll lay down flat and I'm watching Netflix. I got Netflix, projecting on the wall because I have a projector. So I'm sitting there watching Netflix, whatever I'm watching, and I literally do my crunches in bed. I'll do about maybe 100 to 200 crunches, on all sides, and then I am good to go to bed. Whenever the show's over or whatever I'm watching, I crash, let the body just fall asleep, and I just knock out. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's how you do your, I don't have it now yet. It's getting there. It's popping out a little bit. You hear my little belly fat going on there." So, but what I'll do, I'll hop on the ball for a little bit, or I'll hop in bed, and that's how I do my crunches. I do crunches about probably every 3 days. You don't need to do crunches like every night. That's not the right way to do them. But P90X also has a good crunching system, and abs take a bit to bulk out, so don't feel worried if your abs aren't looking presentable. Just keep at that rhythm. Every 3 nights, do your abs, do about 100 to 200 crunches a night. Every other day, do your P90 or whatever you're doing. Definitely have a roller ball or a fitness ball you can sit on and start doing your crunches there, and you can roll around and like do some leg rolls with it and stuff like that, so you can kind of get your side abs. Because I know people are like, I want the abs. I'm like, you got to work for abs. Abs like that. I see some guys are cut, chiseled. That's all they work on, dude. That's all they work on. You look at their legs aren't even defined. The arms aren't defined. It's their fucking abs, because abs take forever to work out. They just take forever. The arms, the legs, no problem. Legs, depending on what workout you're doing, it could take a bit of time, but that is what it is. But yeah, but definitely when you're getting into workouts again, like, what do you want to do? I explained to my friend, I was like, "Hey, so what do you want to do?" He's like, "Well, I just kind of want to look good. I want to feel good." And it's like, all right, so you know what you kind of want to do. Like, have you decided on what nutrition you want to go out? And he's like, "Well, I kind of want to do some protein, but I don't want to like spend all this money." And I'm like, "Okay, so you might want to do this. Do you want to kind of gain weight? Is it for breakfast?" Like, for me, it was for breakfast, because the weight gainer is for breakfast for me. So that's my one shake per day. I don't do the heavy protein because I eat enough protein. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're light. You're really, really light." I'm like, I don't need to be heavy. There's no reason for me to be heavy. To be agile and fit is what I want to be. Because I'm 32, I would like to stay agile and fit as long as I can. I like to keep the pain down as much as I can with yoga. It does help. A friend of mine wants to get into yoga really, really bad, and she's like, "Does it help?" I'm like, "It helps a lot." And a lot of the guys that I work out with that are performers and stuff like that have gotten me into the yoga, and they're like, "You need to start doing yoga. Like, it literally helps with their because they all are stuntmen. They work on movies and stuff like that, and commercials around the Orlando area, and a few of them worked on a few big shows that I'm not allowed to announce because I don't want you trying to find them. But even they said, we do a lot of stuff like that. We do yoga and planking, and they're in great fucking shape. I mean, these guys are like in their early 40s, 50s, and they're looking phenomenal. And they're like, you look at stuff like Hugh Jackman and stuff like that with Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds, and a lot of the wrestlers too even talk about that now. Like, they cannot wait not to do the fucking lifestyle, because they hate working out. They hate getting into that shape, because it's a good 2-month process, 3-month process. Everybody wants the results immediately, but they don't want to work for the results. I've always heard that, Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't expect it, And something Mark always told me when I worked out with him until we would work out at work. And he'd say, Rome wasn't built in a day, man. Get ready to work out and just be healthy and, stuff like that. So, alright. But yeah, that's what I've been up to with the workout stuff, and getting my mind right and keeping myself in the zone and stuff like that. How much time are we at? Holy crap. Let's check. Oh, 35 minutes. But yeah, that's what I've been pretty much doing, and trying to get my ass in shape and keep healthy. And I hope you guys are trying to stay healthy. If you guys have any awesome workout routines, share them with the community, share them with our community, and stuff like that. And hope you all get in shape. If you want to talk about more workout news or anything with Open Mind stuff, I got some stuff with the 3D printers I got to work on. I just ended up doing a new little station. I got a coffee table and stuff like that I've been working on, and trying to get the 3D printers to work correctly. Still got to work on the Robo. I'm going to be printing a few new parts for the CR10s, and we offer some 3D printing services for those who need 3D printing services. They are online. Check us out. We offer flat rates. We offer free consultations, stuff like that. Very reasonable pricing. I charge like $10 an hour to set up the model, stuff like that. $5 after. If you want to donate to the Patreon, it's still there. If you need any help with anything of your cosplay stuff, let me know. I'm reasonable, very reasonable to help out. I have a few friends that are going to MegaCon tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry for the rambling in some areas of this, but it's a fucking podcast. It's supposed to be rambling. Anyway, stay healthy, stay working out, keep me motivated, keep you guys self-motivated. Let me see how you guys are doing. Tell me what workouts you guys are doing. For everything Open Mind, check out openmindindustries.com. Check out our Instagram page. Join us there. Our Twitter if you want to tweet me. You can check it out on official OMI_OMI. What else? The YouTube page. We're going to do some Open Mind gaming, so if y'all want a game, let me know. Any questions, hit up openmindindustries@gmail.com. Yeah, not much more to be said. Anyway, guys, I hope you had a good one. Keep an open mind. I'll see you later.